Yes, this is Much Love.
Oh, my goodness. This is my girl, Miss Nina. Oh, my goodness. It is such a pleasure to talk to you on the air. Like, it is just, like, wonderful to hear your voice. And I just wanted to thank you personally for coming on the air today. We're in here talking about a variety of things today. And right now we're on the topic of, we're talking about our brothers now, how they just feel like they can just come to step to the sisters any kind of way, and they don't have anything to offer. And what do you have to say? Because right now we're talking about a particular instance. Well, I wish my friend Brittany was on here because she could tell you the story herself. But she was telling me how this man that been trying to get at her, you know what I'm saying? And I think the guy, he ain't really interested in her. He's just trying to, trying to hit it or whatever he's trying to do. But he had the nerve. She was just messing around with him because, Brittany, she's independent. She takes care of herself. But she was talking about how the man, like this guy, was trying to talk to her. And, she was messing with him, talking about, well, yeah, can you give me a little Debbie cake? And he talking about he can't afford it. But, yeah, he been trying to get over there at her house, trying to, spend the night over there, this, that, and the other. But he ain't bringing nothing.
Okay, here's my thing. Can you hear me? Do I need to turn something down, or can you hear me?
Oh, we hear you just fine.
Okay. My thing is this, that first of all, he didn't just start exuding this behavior. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't just say, bam, I'm a cheap motherfucker. Oh, I mean,
Now, we keep it real on this show, Miss Lady.
Okay, I'm a cheap motherfucker. He didn't just start exuding that. With that being said, I would say to her, next time she needs to be a better judge of character instead of criteria. You understand what I'm saying? What she's willing to do and what she's not. Apparently, he was cheap from the gate. You know what I'm saying? And here's the whole thing. A lot of times with relationships and how the other person treats you has to do with what you put out. You understand what I'm saying? Now, she may be putting, I'm independent, this and that, another whoop-de-wop, out and saying, I'm this, I don't tolerate this and that, another. But at the end of the day, you don't really know how they are commiserating between each other. You understand what I'm saying? So he might have, he might have did this shit once before and she accepted that shit. And so now he feel like he can do it again. My thing is let the motherfucker go so he can go find somebody else to do. You know what I'm saying? And, get on. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say, there's nothing wrong with being independent, but at a point you do when you find the right man, and I have to say this to whatever ladies is listening, there's a point where you have to fall back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, independent and let somebody, let that man do for you. You understand what I'm saying? And not just, I'm so independent, I don't need you to do a motherfucking thing for me. And what I would say to that bitch is, I'm going to need you to go get a fucking dildo and get the fuck up too. You don't need a relationship. And I know I just went all over the map with that shit, didn't I? But that's what it is.
That's keeping it real right there.
And here's a little background on him. Like I say, he just recently got out of a marriage, and this is one thing about this. He's supposedly in the church and stuff like that in the gospel music community, and we all know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the gospel music community, and there's a lot of closet case queens, girls. That's a lot of the girls are in the gospel music community, and there's been some questions too if this brother's on the down low too, because he was with yes, girl, and he just got out, and Brittany knows, we talk about it all the time. I think she just messes with him, because she ain't really thinking about Fred, but she just messes with him, so we just have something to talk about. But he just got out of a marriage with this girl less than a year ago.
Oh, wow, that is crazy.
And he's already on the chat lines, girl, and when he was married to the girl, he used to go to the swingers club, and it's kind of funny how he had all these gay friends, like, and even now that you see him out, every time you see him with the guy, he said, "Oh, this is my brother. This is my brother."
Wow.
Damn. Girl, I'm telling you, you got a whole lot of brothers.
Well, is he down low? I mean,
he's
girl, I don't know.
That's a whole nother story. I think you should get on that topic tomorrow.
On Thursday, we're going to talk about that eventually because, you know, one thing about it is like a lot of these women, and you will be surprised, like I tell these women all the time, don't think that you are above the whole download thing. Don't think that it can't happen to you, because there are so many women now that are dealing with this situation to where they thought that they were dealing with a man that was 100% nigga, and come to find out he's been screwing all types of niggas, and you didn't know. Like, seriously, so it's one of those things that we have to be aware of who we're dealing with, because Crystal was that type of person. And she was putting up with all this type of stuff when she was with this guy. And the thing about it is like, you know, after she's not married to him anymore, like, you know, she's a lot happier, you know what I'm saying? And she's, you know, starting to get herself together, because she was dealing with a lot of low self-esteem issues and stuff when she was with him. But the thing about it is he never wanted her. And, like, nobody can say for sure if he's been with other men, but there's been a lot of speculation. But the thing about it is, like, but one thing we can say, when he was with her, like, he was really dogging her out. And it was like one of those things, like, to where she had to come to the senses to, like, she wanted something better for her daughters and for herself. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of those things where, you know, he was trying to get with my friend Brittany, you know, while they was together. So it's crazy. It's just crazy, you know. And, you know, he never has anything to bring to the table when he's dealing with somebody. He never has anything to bring to the table. But, I mean, I guess a lot of women has felt for him before. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Let me just say this real quick. Your friend's man is Trade, honey. And it's simple as that. That's it. He's Trade. And, you know, and just real quick, because I don't want to hold it up, you know I got to talk about this drag race. I got to do my video, but I want to say real quick, going back to the Gaga.
Lord.
I think Lady Gaga is a stunt queen. I will say that the bitch is a performer. She can perform, and she's an entertainer. But she's just, you know, she's a stunt queen to me, and I just think that her shit's going to run out. She is not going to be as long-lived as Madonna was when she was turning, you know, and doing stunts and things. Her shit will be short-lived.
Right.
And I kind of feel that way about Nicki Minaj, too.
Yeah, you know what? I feel the same way. I don't feel like she's going to last very long either. Like, not trying to hate on her, nothing. I applaud her for everything she does, but it's just going to be a matter of time before her time runs out, because stuff gets there. And it's like she's not switching it up or anything. She just like, I don't know. She ain't really.
I'm sorry. When
like
it's you don't have to switch it up. When you're doing you don't have to switch it up. This is the issue that I have with the Gaga. I really think Nicki Minaj is being herself. The only thing I don't agree with is all that ass she put on. As far as like what she did to her face was fine, but that ass shit she did was a bit much. But I really think that's her personality and who she is. That's why I think she'll last for a little bit, you know, a little bit longer than the Gaga. I think the Gaga, like I said, is just a stunt queen. I think Nicki is doing Nicki. You know what I mean?
Now, what do you think about that whole beef that she had with Lil' Kim? Do you think that she was trying to bite Lil' Kim style, or do you think that she was? Because I think there's a difference between like, because I know we all have people that we look up to. It's a difference between looking up to somebody and having them as a role model or being influenced by them versus just biting their style totally. And I don't think it's anything wrong with that. But if Nicki Minaj is like, you know what I'm saying, influenced by Lil' Kim, then I think she needs to be paying a little more homage. You know what I'm saying? But that whole situation is just a mess.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Right. Lil' Kim came for her. That was the reason why she stopped paying homage to her. But here's my thing. To me, what Lil' Kim does is different from what Nicki Minaj does. Lil' Kim, she was strictly smut until the bitch had to go to jail, and that's when the bitch came real. That's when the bitch really started rapping about something. Other than that, it was all dicks and how many could I take to the lip, to how many dicks could I lick to, She was all about dicks and, money. That was what that bitch was about. She was about that. With Nicki Minaj, from what little bit I understand, she does a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I think she did pay homage to Lil' Kim. I think it's time for Lil' Kim to sit her motherfucking nose and her face down and take a minute and look at that motherfucker and spend some time getting that fixed. I think that she needs to step aside because she's done. Put a fork in that bitch. She is done. It's over with. Yeah. I don't need to see another green nor orange wig out of that bitch. It's over.
She done took it there.
It's it. That's over.
And you know what? She is such a beautiful girl. Like, she don't even, I wish she wouldn't even do herself like that. If she could just stay formal and casual, she'd be cool. It's just like, when she go with all them colors and stuff, it's like she becomes weird to me. Like, and like you said, that's going to run out pretty soon. Like, we not going to want to see that no more.
It didn't run out. She's just trying to make I'm sick of that bitch. I like Lil' Kim, and I used to boom her shit, and her Pink CD was my shit. But I'm saying that she really done paid homage to Nicki Minaj, and now I'm ready to shade the bitch, because really, the truth be told, the bitch only got her face baked. Her face baked.
She is going off.
But she did too much. She did it because other people was doing it. That bitch needed to age gracefully, act like a fucking lady, and a real lady knows when the fuck to leave. And that bitch just didn't see the cue card, and she just didn't take her cue. But I'm going to need her to leave.
She seen the cue card.
I'm going to need her to leave.
My thing is, it's like, do you think that's an issue with a lot, like with the older MCs, like they're not really trying to help these younger MCs out, like the girls that's trying to come on the scene? Do you think that they need to start kind of like helping these girls and trying to groom these girls instead of trying to attack them?
I do, because it's like when they see somebody else coming up, it's like it ain't even like they trying to help. It turns into a competition. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be no competition. It should be us trying to help one another come up, because everybody likes money. Everybody needs the money, especially with the economy being the way it is, and it shouldn't be no competition. But I hate to say it, that's what it is, though. It's just a competition to get to the top. Who's going to make it first?
I think that the old need to sit their old asses down, continue to do what they've been doing. I sit the fuck down. I don't believe that rap is not the same as it was when it first came out. And, I'm older.
Definitely not.
It's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Either they calling you a bitch, or you fucking dropping, rolling, and flipping. Let me run a credit card down your ass, bitch, doodle. Some bullshit. What the fuck? Next thing
and it's even going down to the babies. You know what I'm saying? It's rubbing off on these babies out here. Like, I don't know if y'all seen it on YouTube, but it was like, how old was that little girl? She had to be like 6 or 7. I mean, dropping it low, doing the splits, cussing, and, rapping lyrics. And I'm like, they really got this little baby on YouTube doing this, and they laughing in the background. Like, this shit is cute. There's nothing cute. And I just think with this music coming up, like you said, it ain't like it used to be back in the day. When people was rapping about positive stuff. It's like today they rapping about shooting, and it's all about sex, money, and drugs. And it's rubbing off into the community, and I think that has a lot to do with these killings, too.
But
killings and murders and drug dealing. And
yeah, it's been a
people
lot of
think it's an image thing, and it's not.
Right. And my thing is, and what's really ironic about it is a lot of these rap artists ain't even living that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? They not living that lifestyle. These niggas getting this money, and they are not coming back to the community, and they will not come back to the community, and they will not contribute to the community. But yet, y'all out here living this lifestyle. Y'all killing yourself up. And these shit, they ain't even living nowhere near the hood. They wouldn't come back to the hood.
That's like, I don't know if you know that boy group, The Clips. Have you heard of them, The Clips? They used to be with Neptune. You heard of them?
The
Clips, the one that sing Grinding. Yeah, when I read up on their background, all that stuff they be talking about, they come from a suburban area. From a two-parent home. They didn't even grow up in no hood, no nothing like that. So you are absolutely right about how these people out here is portraying themselves to be something that they're not. You don't know nothing about the hood. You just rapping off of what you've seen off TV, and you just basically jocking.
Yeah.
Boys, get it together. That's the bad. I don't like people like
nothing
that.
but the news.
If you gonna rap about something, rap about from where you really come from.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true. And if what you do is flip burgers, rap about that.
But back to, and I'm telling you, man, it's crazy how the rap has an effect on these young kids. Cause my friend, I don't want to put her name out there or nothing like that, but her daughter was 7 years old, the same grade as my daughter. Same age, everything. I mean, she knew every Nicki Minaj lyric there was. I was disappointed because there's no way you should be allowing your 7-year-old sister to know Nicki Minaj. I wish my daughter would. Tune into that girl. I don't knock her. I applaud her for what she do, but I don't feel like my daughter should be listening to you. She's too young.
No.
You're too stupid.
Not at all. But then they lie on the parents.
And I agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, and it's sad, like, these kids can tell you everything. They can tell you what Gucci Mane doing. They can tell you about everything that's going on in hip-hop world, but they can't even put a damn basic sentence together. They can't even.
Exactly.
They can't even read at a basic, 6th grade level, but they can tell you everything that's going on. It's sad. It's really sad, and I fault the parents.
It is the parents' fault. It ain't nobody's fault but the parents' fault. But you got to remember that we at least 2 generations in of lost generations. You know what I'm saying? This is the generation of the beginning of the teen parent out. You know what I'm saying? When that shit started happening, this is that generation. This is the generation when grandma was 25. You know what I'm saying? Your grand is just 30. You know what I'm saying? They trying to raise each other. And that just ain't how it goes, and everybody's turning their head, and ain't nobody trying to say, she need her motherfucking ass whooped because she shouldn't be gyrating to that song. They too busy talking about, girl, look at my baby girl, Shaboom-boom, Shalaka, did you see her, girl? Check it out. So I'm saying, bitch, you need to beat your child's ass. She's rooting her on. That's some bullshit. I'm a strong believer in punch your motherfucking kids in the face if they acting a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? Or acting up or whatever. They kids for a reason and we parents for a reason. To hell with that shit. What they doing now, this generation, at least 2 generations in, is just practically lost. They have no clue. None.
Right.
But y'all, on that note, much love to y'all. On that note, I'm going to have to get off of here. But when y'all come back, I'm going to try to come on and see, come for the show. But I'm going to have to get off of here and talk about these drag hoes.
Well, we really appreciate you for coming on. And I'll be in contact with you because I really wanted to thank you just for coming in and just sharing with us for a little while today. And I hope you'll be back in the future. I
will. And thank you for having me.
Okay, no problem. We'll talk to you.
All right. Much love.
Bye. Much love to you, too. Bye-bye.